I wanted to talk about a couple of fights before we get out of here. And the first fight I want to talk about is Adrien Broner. That people to this day don't even understand or know. I run into man, I thought he was gonna get you. Like, we came up with a great game plan. Yes. Tell everybody about the game plan against AB.
Is it something that I don't know about?
Well, you know the game plan. Other people don't know the game plan.
I know the AB since he's 9 years old.
Yeah.
So I knew who I was dealing with for all those years. Let me say this before I go into that a little bit further. If you going into the Hall of Fame is the greatest accomplishment that I've had as a boxer, and I'll say yes to that, because going into the Hall of Fame, that's amazing, and I'm very proud of you for what you've done and accomplished. And this is your second Hall of Fame because you're in your high school Hall of Fame, and then you've got another Hall of Fame coming up in Ohio here in a few months. But my greatest accomplishment as a trainer, as a person in the business, in the sport of boxing, and also the business of boxing, and to give my information and my wisdom to someone and for them to take it and apply it, is this man right here. Mm-hmm. And I am so proud of you.
Yeah.
So proud of you. These brothers have been with me, against me, fought me. We fought each other. We took each other out. We came back together. We built each other up. And here we are sitting again today. Yeah. And I couldn't get a better group than these two right here. These soldiers right here. This shooter right here. If you need me, you know I'm coming. If you call, I'm on my way.
You already know how we get down.
We all know that.
All right? And all you got to do is text and then erase the text. Give me the address. I'm on my way. Right? And then erase the text. But to the AB thing, I mean, we already knew who we were dealing with. We knew who we were dealing with because I've known him since he's 8 or 9 years old. And to a little bit more information in regards to that, you know, we didn't put things out that we did. We always kept that stuff to ourselves. AB was your sparring partner. Mm-hmm. I used to bring AB in from 5 hours down the road and put him up in a hotel.
We sparred a couple of times. I forgot all about that.
He was in your camps.
I forgot.
He was your sparring partner.
Yeah.
He used to come down, right? And his coach, Mike Stafford, rest his soul, rest his heart, rest in peace. Mike, another one of our brothers, a fallen soldier in Mike. Yeah. I go back with Mike to AB was 8, 9 years old. Prior to that, I go back with Mike when Slick Rick was 15, 16 years old.
Ron Seiler.
Ricardo Williams, yeah. Ron Seiler, all those guys. So I fought Dante Craig's brother in the amateurs.
That was a lot of them, man.
You know?
Now, Rashid wasn't there. Our Trimmers was there.
So, yeah, our Trimmers. So the game plan was just knowing who my opponent was. You know, if you speaking on something specific, you're going to have to tell me.
No, I want you
exactly.
I know the game plan. I want you to tell them. They don't understand. Some people don't understand, again, like the preparation that goes into a fight. And a lot of people thought that I was going to come out in the first round going after him.
That part of it was I knew because he knew you. Yeah. And he had seen you beat so many guys in Cincinnati growing up that he was going to be afraid. And if you hit him hard in that first round, he was going to be running all night. So we had you on an invisible leash. Yeah. And I told him that. And we had you on an invisible leash. And I told him that. And never to take anything away from him when I say this kind of stuff. But I would give him information and he would do exactly what I said 1,000%. That's not to take anything away from him. He would do everything I said. So he took that information. I said, listen, we got to have him. We got to hold him back this fight. We got to hold him back a good 4 or 5 rounds, because if we come out and hit this kid, we're going to be chasing him all night. And he had good feet to move. And that's a lot of track star stuff that night with him, right? Yeah. You know, I know we can do it, but, you know, let's be smart about this. And so we had you on an invisible leash. The first early rounds, 3, 4, 5 rounds, you weren't letting the hands go like people would expect because that was the game plan, right? And you probably lulled yourself into being a little bit too relaxed going into the last round when I told you now, go get him, and you did not because, you know, you have been told coming into this, you know, we got to hold you back. And then you just let your guards down and you get caught with something that you should have never got caught with, but probably because mentally you thought you weren't supposed to be really going after this guy because that's what we trained and prepared for, to hold you back the whole time. So I was saying it and I was saying it to him, and then he was reaffirming it with you, and that's how that was going.
Yeah.
Now, initially, you know, I was still relatively new, so I went and I'm watching video, and I called myself bringing some good information to Kenny he could use. I'm like, hey, listen, if Shawn just attacks him, he can't deal with that. He said, no, that's not it. I said, but Kenny, I was watching. He said, listen, we can't do that. Yeah. He said, because if we send Shawn after him, he's going to run all night long. Yeah. We said, we got to hold off the first 2 to 3 rounds and then gradually let Shawn grab him, let him get some confidence, build it up. And then Shawn could take it to him. And I was so confused. Yeah. But when I saw it that night, I was like, that's why he who he is.
It came together.
That's why KP is KP. Yeah. He understood it, he saw it, and he put the plan together, and it unfolded exactly. When I say exactly, we sat outside the Barry's boxing gym, outside by his car. It played out exactly like he said it would, for round per round, except for 12. But the rest of round per round.